Chargers.
Michael Badgley ready to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 26. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Henry, 26 yards, and the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Yeah, we dominate.
A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14. Bengals 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes it back to the house. It's a 5 carry and a Charger touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7.
Second down and 7.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
brings up third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He may try and run for this. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
We'll get that complete to Reed.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Out of the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a catch there by Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play action. It's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Bengals 7. For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
7 yards. It's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Again, Herbert. of the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense. It has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Second and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
To throw again. Herbert. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 26-yard.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 28. Bengals 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw here. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. lead, going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Got 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll go down back at the 12. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's complete to the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
It's to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
40 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arthega right side, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Inside. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.